y'all, welcome back. Been a little while since you've seen me.
He's finally in a video. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, miracle, right? So, we posted up on our Facebook page about getting a Q&A, seeing what kind of questions you guys wanted to know about us, and we got a few responses, so
not very many. Thank you to the people that did. Seriously, thank you.
We really do appreciate it. We also had a few last-minute messages come in through Messenger. So anyway, we'll go ahead and jump right into some of the questions. So I'll let you go ahead and lead off with the first one.
By the way, excuse my appearance. I'm really tired, so it looks like I haven't slept in weeks. No, I just didn't. I didn't put concealer on. Fuck it.
It was kind of one of those lazy days for a Saturday.
So our first question is from our friend Justin. You've seen him before in one of our vlogs. He works with Capital Subaru. He goes, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Deadpool?
So, that one, I really wish we had a lot more. I'm curious to see what kind of a base they're going to have as far as what the storyline's about. I mean, it's Deadpool, so no matter what we do...
We'll watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, Merc with a mouth.
Right.
Usually
it's Deadpool!
Yeah, it's Deadpool.
Anyway, yeah, we're wanting to wait and see until the teaser trailer, like an actual official teaser trailer comes out, which has yet to come out.
So we're excited.
Yeah, we're excited. We're gonna watch it anyway.
Like they said, Deadpool 3, not soon enough.
James goes, what is the hardest part in your everyday life of being a dog owner, but also being someone with a working dog? So I'm gonna break that up into two questions, honestly, instead of keeping it all one, because that's just too much, I guess, for one question for me. The hardest part of everyday life being a dog owner, just in general, the messes. I've got a dog that's got a little bit of a jowl, so when he drinks water, water goes everywhere.
Yeah, you might get up, go to walk to the kitchen, next thing you know, your sock is drenched.
Yeah, and we walk around in our socks because it's more comfortable for both of us.
Yeah.
Another thing is we live in a 24-foot travel trailer. There's not that much space in this trailer. It's a 94 Mallard piece of shit, and I hate it, but it's what we're living in.
We're still working on others, but that's another conversation.
It's the space and the mess of cleaning up water constantly, which our trailer has become a little bit more water damaged because of it. We clean it up as soon as we can, but we can't help it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's inevitable. The space is a big thing, so where he normally has his bed is right in front of the futon just because of our space limitation. So when we go to get up, we always have to look and make sure he's not there because black rug runner that's on the carpet or on the floor, and
actually,
black dog.
Blue, but okay.
Blue, black, whatever. It's a dark color, and in the shadows, blue is black, black is blue. You can't tell the difference.
You can't really see. Our lights make this area dark as hell, but because I now have a fancy ring light, if you can see all the light.
Yeah, all the lighting on the shoulders.
Yeah.
And the burning retinas.
Hey, I turned it down.
Light sensitive.
Same here, blue eyes. Also, being someone with a working dog, that's pretty much a question for me. Honestly, and this is going to sound absolutely horrible, I hate it. I do. Yeah, he helps me with my independence and with my disease and picking things up off the floor and carrying things for me. Actually, he demands to carry things now. Like, I can't carry anything.
Not trained for it, but he absolutely demands.
It's something that he picked up on that I need help with, which is carrying things. So, okay, I'm not gonna... Here you go, you can carry it. It's difficult because you have to worry about vet bills. You have to worry about the grooming, you have to worry about what treats, what food, all of that to take care of. Not to mention the fact it's another life in our life. Every time we go to the store, I have to put his vest on, take his vest off, make sure he gets in his car harness. It's annoying, but at the same time, I cannot see my life without him. He's helped me tremendously.
And from my side of it, being the spouse of someone with a working dog, it's hard. I mean, you always got to plan extra time to get ready to leave, to when you get somewhere, answering the questions when it comes up from some people, which there's been more recent harassment going on, in part because of the illegitimate claimed service dogs.
Yeah.
But also the legitimate service dogs have been getting hit by it.
Yeah.
Where people are just, well, you shouldn't have that animal in here, and it just turns into a whole fiasco. So she does the best thing, and she removes her and Heimdall from the situation, and I'm the one who ends up involved. I'm the one who approaches and be like, look,
Heimdall tends to get a little stressed out when people are yelling, so him and I move, because my anxiety goes high and he gets stressed out. So we just move away, which is better. By the way, if you're hearing some whirring in the background and clicking, those are our heaters. I'm not turning that shit off to freeze for you guys. I'm sorry.
We like y'all, but not enough to become popsicles.
Another good question, followed by our buddy Matt. Not the same Matt that you might have seen in vlogs before, but this is a different Matt. He goes, what food do you give your dog and why? Well, I give Blue Buffalo's basic line. My dog's allergic to beef and he has other food allergies. This is duck and sweet potato. He loves it. I cannot change his food because he gets pissy and goes, I ain't eating it. Like, he'll starve himself, which is not good for a digestive system of him. Rottweilers have sensitive stomachs and sensitive digestive systems, so they tend to get pretty runny.
They may be able to eat just about anything, but it doesn't always agree with them.
Yeah, so I give him Blue Buffalo. There's a lot of controversy going on because of the heart disease stuff that's going on due to brands of food and stuff. My line that I specifically get for him hasn't been in those. So I'm not too worried about his heart. He goes to the vet very regularly, so he's always getting checked out, and they say he's perfectly healthy. I try to find other supplements to make sure that, you know, his coat is healthy, his eyes are healthy and everything. So I'll do the best I can for my service dog. Our buddy Kenzie goes, if you could go back in time and bring back one thing, an item, a recipe, place of knowledge, a person, etc. from any point in history, what would it be and why? My answer is going to be short and sweet. Tesla. I would like to bring him back because I think he was born in the wrong era and he would do amazing things with the technology we have now, and he was so smart.
Mine, it's a little bit more of a personal thing. If I could bring her back without any medical issues that took her from this world, I'd bring my grandmother back. She was always an amazing woman, world of knowledge and experience, and yeah, I miss her at times.
Our friend Kevin, who we helped out with a car, a Subaru, asked us a question. What is your favorite thing about owning a Subaru? Mine's short and sweet. It's safe. It keeps me and my service dog safe, and it's a sweet ride when you go play up in the hills. So
my answer is, I've always liked the brand. I've always liked the car. Not the dream one I wanted to get from them, but I fell in love with the wagon. So
that wagon life, yo.
Right? But it's the love that they show for animals and families, and the fact that they strive so hard for safety.
Friend of mine goes, why do you guys not do events in town during the week? And the weekend, why not go to breakfast? So we have a lot of events through the Subaru Club that are on Saturday mornings. Because of my health, getting up in the mornings that's not a good thing. It takes me several hours before I'm okay enough to physically get out of bed and physically go anywhere. Mornings are not good for me. I'm not a morning person anyway. I don't get out of bed till noon, and if you try to get me up before noon, screw you.
Yeah, I've been told to go to hell a few times.
The reason why we don't do anything during the week, he works from 6 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening. We don't have time. I
barely have time to get home, get ready, grab something to drink, and load us up to make our Wednesday night club meets. Yeah,
so there's that, and there's also the fact that we need parts for the car right now, so we're not doing any of the club events, which usually are a little bit of off-roading, and I don't want to chance it with our wheel bearing right now.
Yeah, no need to break it when it's our daily.
Yeah. Our friend Katie asked him a question, asked me a question, so I'll go with James first. What wildland firefighting tool would you pick to be your zombie weapon, and why?
So Katie, question, does my fire engine count as a tool?
I don't think
so. But, no, probably not. But seriously, for those of you who may know some of the tools, it's called a Pulaski. It's one side's an axe head like you would typically expect, and the other side looks kind of like a little hoe head, like what you would use to clean up between your garden rows. Good all around, never have to reload. Well, can always put a good edge on it and resharpen it as need be, and you can get in and out of places a little easier with it.
Yep. And Katie asked me a question, if I could get rid of all my ailments and chronic illnesses, but could never own a pet again, would I do it? No. Flat out, no. Scientifically, it's been proven people live longer with animals in their life. Dogs, cats, whatever exotic animal you want, like a freaking monkey.
Some people.
Ross on Friends. Sorry, had to. I would not go a life without pets or my service dog. I can't.
Some people can do that. For us...
I mean, it would make a lot of things easier because
Yes.
we can up and leave with no problem and not have to worry about loading the dog up and getting him ready.
And if we leave for a week or two, we have to have somebody come over and make sure to take care of our cat.
Yeah, and which never gets shown on the videos. He's real, he's alive,
He's
we have
just
a cat.
antisocial.
He's 12 years old and, like, pissed off old man, okay?
He's the grumpy old man you would expect to see on Jeff Dunham.
Our buddy Miles, who he plays tanks with, used to play tank with a lot on Xbox, not so much anymore.
Kind of burnt myself out a little bit.
Yeah, you did. What tank would you have and why?
So, if we're looking at all the tanks in known history from past to now, I'd have to go with an M1A3 Abrams. Just because the resiliency, the speed, the maneuverability, and if you really know what you're doing, you can crank those things up just a little bit more and go really fast. Just don't try to turn.
He's just crazy, ignore him. Our buddy CJ goes, and we know him from our friend Kenzie. So anyway, as a person who in general has a fear of larger breed dogs, what are some ways to actively work past that? My suggestion would be take it slow, and like you learned with our dog Heimdall, which he is kind of afraid because he's a big dog. He's not mean by any means, but
he's a big sissy.
Play fetch, give him pets every now and then, take your time, be slow about it, don't be nervous around a dog. The more you're nervous, the more they feed and feel off of that energy that you've got. Be a good upbeat person, be calm. It's just going to take time.
Yeah, finding a dog that's calm and not one that's so excited in puppy mode that wants to just kiss all over your face, or one that's a little apprehensive of people would not be a good one to use.
Yeah.
But one that's just as shy as you are and willing to take it slow, who's friendly, that's all you can really do.
It just takes time.
Yeah. Nothing happens overnight.
I used to be scared of German Shepherds. It's a story time, I should tell you, but I got bit by a German Shepherd, retired police dog. It was my neighbor's. And so ever since then I was a little shy of German Shepherds.
She worked through it, though.
I worked through it. He also asked, what is good storage techniques with limited space? Dollar Tree and not buying too much shit.
And if you really have limited space and you're trying to figure out how to fit everything in there, if you were ever good at playing Tetris...
Oh man, you got it good.
Yeah, that'll help you.
Just Tetris everything.
It's just a matter of think about what you're going to use more and what you're going to use less, and organize them, the least used either furthest back or furthest down, and the most used furthest forward, furthest high.
Yeah. And you also have to worry about weight distribution when you're inside of a trailer too, so you got to make sure that the weight is evenly distributed, or at least over the strongest points of the trailer.
Yeah. Don't want to, go to the farthest edge of the wall and put, 150, 200 pounds regularly in that corner, especially on an older trailer.
Yeah.
Doesn't work so well.
Excuse me. Our favorite baker, Brittany, goes, what was a life-changing moment for you? How did it impact you, and was it for the worse or better, and how did that moment make you who you are today? My life-changing moment was the moment I was diagnosed with limited scleroderma. I went through a period that was a little dark, and I went through therapy with it. It changed a lot of things. I feel like I'm a lot different, but I'm not at the same time from who I am. It didn't really make it better or worse for the impact. It just kind of shifted things in our life.
So for me, it's really hard to narrow it down to one that was the most, because there were a lot of them that were very significant. But
he's had a long life because he's old. Don't do that on the camera.
I can do that on the camera.
No, you can't.
But anyway, honestly, the military. It was something I had always wanted to do since I was little. And, it changes you. It just doing it changes who you are, because you approach things with a different mindset. You see things differently. You react differently.
What I think changed you is the discipline. The discipline and the constant...
Attention to detail.
Attention to detail.
That being the biggest one. And it's made better, but also made worse So there's some things that have gotten better and some things that have gotten worse due to that.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story, though.
Stephanie asked me a question. What's my absolute favorite color to do your makeup?
Camo.
No.
What? I like camo.
So, Texan, my favorite thing to do is a black smoky eye with black lip. I feel very comfortable wearing black. It makes me feel like a badass. That's why I like it. But I do bright colors every now and then. For Christmas, I did green with gold, and it turned out really good.
It actually looked really good. Made the green in her eyes really stand out.
Yeah. And Kinsey asked us another question.
It's shortened a little bit, Kinsey.
Yeah, I couldn't write it all down.
Yeah.
What are our beliefs? I'm pagan. So we're both heathens. We don't believe in the whole Christianity thing. We believe in multiple gods. Gods and goddesses. I believe in the Norse gods, but I don't practice because that's not where I feel whole. I do believe in other things too. Usually Greek and Egyptology, those are the things, those are the gods and goddesses I believe in, and I do daily practice. My Eye of Horus, I'll be getting an Eye of Ra, and also Anubis on my arm, so.
And myself, a few of you may have noticed in a few videos.
Yes, Thor's hammer.
It's my Thor's hammer. Did some research into my ancestry, and it was one when I was looking at different religions trying to figure out what felt right, because none of them felt right. And this one felt whole. So a lot of people know it as what the Vikings believed, or Odinism, which Odin's one of the gods, but that's a different conversation. It's known as a Satru in common terms now, or, like I said, people know it as Odin.
And so our last questions come from JT.
JT, we told you, you're going to have to watch this if you want to find out the answer.
Yeah, and you're going to have to share it, because if you don't, everybody's going to know now because it's in the video.
And we know where you are.
Uh-huh. He goes, cake or pie, pros and cons of each. Well, for me, cake. I don't like pie. I've never found a pie that I frickin' like. I don't know why, texture just is wrong. I love cake. It's sweet, it's fluffy, it's airy, it makes me feel good. Fat, but good.
Mine, it's technically a pie, but you don't call it pie. Cheesecake. Just your simple New York cheesecake.
Yeah, that's his favorite. After that, it's meringue pie. Lemon meringue.
And right after that is a Russian one called honey cake, which, find the right one.
Oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
He also goes, if the zombie apocalypse starts in Florida, can it make it up through the south, or will us southern folks stop it in their tracks? I honestly believe that our southerners will help stop it if they're smart enough. And that's a joke. That is not meaning that southerners are dumb. No.
There's actually quite a few brilliant southerners.
No, yeah.
Now, to answer your question in full though, JT, have you seen Florida around spring break time?
It's all a bunch of crazies.
Alcohol fuel college kids trying to drunk text all.
That's a face you'll never make on camera again.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, come on, it's already there. Just go down spring break and you'll find your answer.
So those are all of our questions today. If you have any questions you want asked, write them down below or look down below. I will have the link to our Facebook page. Always bring your comments down there and write it down. We'll save it and we'll do another Q&A probably end of summer.
Unless we get a total rush of questions and we need to do one sooner.
Yeah. So any question, I don't care what it is. Some we may not, just because if we're comfortable or not.
Yeah.
Or we'll do it a privately messaged to you. And so there's that. Any questions?
Yeah.
Any questions you have for us? It could be my health. It could be his past. It could be anything.
Yeah. My past, my health. Her past, her health. You know, what we think of, you know, the color of the sky. Whatever. How ridiculous or obscene. Conspiracy theory, legitimate fact.
Don't get me started on conspiracy theories.
That one will be a whole different video if you do.
That'll be multiple videos.
Which you may like. Who knows?
Right. So, thank you for joining us. If you have any more questions, write it down below. My Instagram and the Facebook page will be linked, and his Twitch will be linked. And somebody finally got an Instagram, so that'll be linked down below too.
Yeah. Finally broke down.
Yeah, he hasn't made one single post and he's got followers.
Yeah.
Pretty
don't ask me how that works out, but hey, whatever. I'm rolling with it for now. So don't forget, I don't remember if it's this side or that side, the subscribe button.
It's on this side.
The like, you know, make sure to hit the little bell over there. Make sure you get notified.
Make sure you click that bell and you click always, that we get notified every single time we upload. So thank you. We love you.